Hello, my name is Norm Benge. I own a large trade bindery in Toronto, Canada called Anstey Specialties. The session for today is about cloth end papers. End papers traditionally, up until recently, have always been that white lining inside of a hardback book case, and it's always been white. It's simply a 4-page piece. As time went on, the 4-page piece, which I'm showing you here, sometimes printed. But this is again the end paper, very same as this 4-page here, and it's tipped on, glued on to the front section of a book. So we have the 4-page end paper, it's glued, and if I were to pull that it would rip off, but it's glued onto the first section. And then the first section is collated and sewn and bound into what is called the book block without the cover, and again, this is the end paper. And then the final piece, which is a hardback case-bound book, the end paper, which happens to be printed here, is full surface glued on the inside board of the cover. So this is that end paper, simply 4 pages. But my emphasis this session is different. I said that traditionally end papers were pure white paper. Some years ago they became printed and or colored. But this one I want to show you is a cloth end paper. The cloth, when we do these, we take the cloth, mount it to light paper, tip it onto the front, so everything else is the same in the bookbinding process, except, as you can see, there's a whole range of different colored cloths. There's a model of deep blue, very beautiful. This one is a much lighter beige color than the first one. A pink color, different than the beige. And then we have a bright red one. So these colors come in a myriad of colors, these cloths. They come in a myriad of patterns. It's expensive. Could I emphasize very expensive, but for somebody who wants a book that's a cut above, maybe a book that's leather bound, maybe a book that's hub spined, maybe a book that's to look like an antique book, you want a cloth end paper. Thanks.